video, 7 supercharged morning habits with one goal, reversing the decline of kidney function, starting today. Hey everyone, Catherine here. I'm a doctor of natural medicine, and if you've ever thought 1 week isn't enough to turn things around, well, think again, because today I'm going to show you 7 morning rituals that take just moments to start, but when practiced with consistency, can lead to lifelong game-changing results. And the best part, you don't have to overhaul your entire life. You just need to start small and keep going. Still skeptical?
I don't know who.
Let me introduce you to the comment that inspired this entire video. This is from one of my subscribers. He's called Timothy, and he says, "Never underestimate the power of small changes. They got my GFR from 52 to 70. All I did was start swapping one food a day, just one. Chips for fruit, white rice for quinoa, soda for hibiscus tea. Nothing big or fancy, just one little choice at a time. Some days I didn't feel like it, but I kept going. And somehow it worked. I used to think it had to be all or nothing, but it doesn't. One good habit repeated can change everything. So if you're out there feeling overwhelmed, start small. It adds up." Team, thank you. That right there, that's a life lesson. That's the secret sauce. That's the anti-dialysis blueprint. Consistency, not perfection. You just need to do something small over and over until your kidneys start getting better, like Timothy did. And now his GFR is back at 70. And guys, if this comment inspired you, if this gave you a little hope or even just the tiniest boost of maybe I can do this, don't be stingy. Share the video, save a kidney, maybe 2, be a hero. And now, since we're already fired up, let's talk about breakfast. I want to share with you a recipe I really love because it combines tasty foods into an amazing way to protect your kidneys. And the best part, it's aimed at turning your breakfast into the healthiest meal of the day. Let's take a look at the good habit for the second day, the kidney repair breakfast porridge. Now let's start this recipe by warming up some rice milk. Why rice milk? Because cow's milk is basically a phosphorus bomb in disguise, wrapped in lactose, served with a side of inflammation. Rice milk has all the creamy goodness and none of the kidney-destroying guilt. Just make sure you get the unsweetened kind. Now for a little gut magic. Acacia fiber. Now, acacia fiber is amazing. This stuff binds to uremic toxins like a needy kid tied to their mother's apron strings. And then it literally escorts toxins out of your system before they can do any damage to your kidneys. Acacia fiber is like fiber with a black belt. Take it consistently and your creatinine might just stop being a jerk. Yeah, I told you guys this recipe was going to slap harder than your aunt at a family reunion when you bring up politics. Third ingredient, steel cut oats. Yes, oats, the same stuff horses eat, and they're majestic, so stop complaining. And here's the deal. Despite what some naysayers might say, oats are amazing for you even if you have diabetes. Why? Because it's a whole grain and not just any old whole grain like amaranth or buckwheat, which are also fantastic by the way. No, oats are probably the most studied whole grain of them all, and for good reason. They can make a real measurable difference in your lab test results. Yep, science shows that eating oats, especially if you're having them instead of something less healthy, can actually improve some of your key health markers. Next, another superfood with amazing properties, cinnamon. Now, cinnamon is to blood sugar what Gordon Ramsay is to undercooked risotto.
It's raw, Melissa! It's raw, come on!
Cinnamon is the best friend of people with diabetes because consuming it regularly directly improves insulin sensitivity. Great to fight high sugar levels. But frankly, even if you don't have diabetes and you couldn't care less about your sugar levels, cinnamon makes stuff taste so good you can add it just for that reason alone. Next, some mixed berries. Berries, a great way to add many precious nutrients to our breakfast. Some people consider them nature's multivitamin, but they're even better. Berries are so rich in antioxidants, they will tell your free radicals to sit down and shut up. Speaking of antioxidants, the next entry contains one particular antioxidant that was directly linked to improve GFR in people with kidney disease. Brazil nuts. This is something you want to consume regularly because it's the best source in existence of selenium. Many people are deficient in selenium and this deficiency damages the kidneys. But eating one, no more, just one Brazil nut every day is the easiest way to get enough selenium every day and protect the kidneys. Now listen, if any of these ingredients sound like something you can't find, or if you're about to say, Catherine, I live in the middle of the Mojave Desert and all we have is powdered cheese and sadness, well, leave a comment and I'll help you find a substitution. And once you try this porridge, let me know if it changed your life or at least made you go to the bathroom better. Either way, it's a win. Let's keep going. The next good habit, day 3. Let's talk about green tea with lemon. The morning ritual that's basically a hug for your nephrons. So a humble little cup of green tea with a twist of lemon. How is that going to help? Well guys, it's all about the antioxidants. Green tea contains catechins. These beautiful, delicate antioxidant molecules that fight inflammation and protect your kidneys. And here's the kicker. No other food in your pantry has the same amount of catechins as green tea. None. And this actually matters because antioxidants are the real panacea, says science. They can improve your kidney function, says the Cochrane Library, aka the scientific consensus. So yeah, drink your green tea religiously. However, there's a problem with these precious catechins. They're powerful, but they're also just as sensitive as a 16-year-old who just found out their crush doesn't like anime. Sensitive to what? To heat. If you boil green tea, you're not making it stronger. You're performing a tiny biochemical war crime. Don't do that. Follow the instruction on screen. Okay, so you finally brew it the correct way. The antioxidants survived. Great! But now, here comes the kicker. Your body can't even absorb most of those catechins. Yeah, you did all that and your digestive system's like, nah, very good. Turns out your body only absorbs 20% or less of those antioxidant heroes. But science comes to the rescue. Add lemon juice, just a splash. That's all it takes to increase catechin absorption by up to 500%. 500%! Why does this work? Because vitamin C is basically the body's way of saying, let me help you, damn it! So now you've got yourself a stealth kidney detox cocktail that tastes amazing, protects your kidneys, boosts your immune system, and basically turns you into a walking wellness buster. All that for the low effort price of not boiling the tea into oblivion. Okay, moving on, the next morning habit, day 4. Let's take vitamin D like it's your job because it kind of is. So pop your vitamin D first thing every day before your doctor tries to blame your bone pain on aging and trauma. Because here's the thing, statistics say 8 out of 10 CKD patients are deficient in this precious vitamin. And that's not just a risk factor, that's a hostage situation. And low vitamin D, it's not just about brittle bones and seasonal depression. It's linked to proteinuria, which speeds up kidney decline, like it's training for a NASCAR race. And guys, when it comes to vitamin D, it's crucial that you turn this vitamin into a morning habit. Vitamin D helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which is your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. Yeah, they call it the sunshine vitamin for a reason. We get it from the sun. And it also tells the body that, the sun is up there. This is why taking it first thing in the morning can help improve your mood, overall health, and sleep quality as well. Remember that sleep quality is also crucial for kidney health, and taking vitamin D the right way can also help with that. Well, moving on. Wait, are you saying you want to know what dose of vitamin D you need? So, should you take 1,000 IU, 2,000 IU, maybe 4,000 IU? Who knows? Well guys, I'm not gonna guess your dose like I'm reading tea leaves. You need a lab test. Period. Get your 25-hydroxyvitamin D tested. That's the only way to know how much you need. Because too little D, kidney damage. But too much D, you're never gonna guess. But it also means kidney damage. Yeah, this vitamin is something you really need to keep an eye on. Never just supplement a ton of it and hope for the best. So don't overdo it, and if you have kidney disease, you have to get your 25-hydroxyvitamin D levels checked. The dose depends on that level, alright? Okay, moving on, let's talk about some more vitamins you want to take in the morning. Day 5, take a big group vitamin supplement. Alright, let's move on to the supplement you've probably already bought, left in your bathroom cabinet, and forgotten like that friend you owe money to. Specifically, I'm talking about vitamin B12, the Beyonce of B vitamin family. Now look, you can take your magnesium or vitamin C with lunch, dinner, while stress eating trail mix, whatever. But vitamin D and B12, these are your breakfast divas. They want the spotlight. They demand attention. They don't do brunch. Why, you ask? Because B12 is basically the body's spark plug, alright? And you can feel it. Have you ever taken your multivitamin and suddenly feel like you can finally fold laundry and run for president in the same hour? That's the B12 kicking in. This little nutrient turns your breakfast into glucose-powered rocket fuel. It's so effective at boosting energy, some people literally swap out their coffee for B12. Yeah, those people are freaks. But hey, if it works, it works. So take your base, people, first thing in the morning, and maybe try remembering where you put the bottle too. Moving on, day 6, let's talk about one of the healthiest habits on earth. Get in the habit of exercising in the morning. Okay, I know, exercise is good for you. We've all heard it a million times. Every doctor says the same thing, exercise daily. And every patient nods like, yeah, of course, while actively Googling if vacuuming counts as cardio. Spoiler alert, it doesn't, but you probably already knew that. But hey, here's something you probably didn't know about exercising. Exercising is so effective at boosting your health. You can choose the type of exercise to do based on your health goals. Here's how this works. Let's say your main goal is improving your fasting blood glucose, alright? Because you want to see your diabetes numbers improve. What kind of exercise to choose? No, it's not what you think. Cardio don't really help with diabetes, not nearly as much as lifting weight does. Seriously, resistance training boosts insulin sensitivity and turns your muscles into glucose-eating vacuums. Barbells are your new pancreas, says science. Now, if your goal is improving your blood pressure or lowering your cholesterol levels, well, that's where cardio shines. Science says cardio is so effective for blood pressure, it even works in people with drug-resistant hypertension. Take that, you little pony blood pressure pills. Now guys, of course, you don't have to do exactly this. Any kind of exercising at all is a million times better than nothing. Now obviously, if you hate the gym, don't go. Run, walk fast, dance like no one's watching and everyone's judging. Whatever gets your heart going, do Zumba, do interpretive dance in your living room dressed as a kidney. I don't care, just move. Just get your morning movement in. Why morning? Because if you wait until after work, you'll be too tired, too cranky, or too busy arguing with the dog about what show to watch. Morning workouts don't just boost kidney health, they save you from your own hectic lifestyle. Day 7, probably the most effective habit of them all. So, you made it this far, which means you are serious. I mean, Let's be real, no one's still watching just for the jokes alone at this point. So you deserve a real gold nugget of knowledge, a good habit to rule them all. Here it is, the final, most effective kidney saving habit of all. Get a freaking calorie tracking app. Yep, an app on your phone. You don't need a guru. You don't need a cleanse. You need a calculator. Because if you don't know how much protein you're eating every day, you're flying blind in a hurricane with kidney disease. That's not brave. That's just a useless risk. So download a diet tracker app. Which one? I don't care. There is more of them than crypto coins these days. Pick one. Make sure it's free. You don't need to pay and use it because these little apps let you track exactly how much protein, carbs, fats, and calories you're getting every single day. And if your goal is to improve your kidney function, you absolutely need to know exactly how much protein you are eating. It's not an optional. And I know what you may be thinking, having to wait all your meals sounds as funny as a day trip to the DMV. Yes, it's tedious, but you know what else is tedious? Dialysis. And please hear me out about weighing your meals. It gets a lot easier when you get in the habit. And once you do it for a couple weeks, you'll know your go-to meals by heart. It'll be second nature, like brushing your teeth or silently judging other people's grocery carts. So, what's the final takeaway here? Don't let your kidneys suffer because you can't be bothered to open an app, track your food, monitor your protein, one small step at a time. And guys, if you want to watch more kidney saving tips like this one, my video appears for you. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Ciao!